What if I told you there's a plant so tiny it fits in your palm, but each of its cells packs over 50 times more DNA than humans? Today we're looking at the 10 largest genomes ever measured in living organisms, and what these giant genomes teach us about evolutionary biology. Do you know sequencing and assembling such enormous genetic information can literally break supercomputers? Here, genome size means the haploid nuclear DNA content, also called the C-value. That is, the DNA in one complete set of chromosomes. We report genome sizes using the most reliable modern estimates from the qDNA C-values database and recent papers. Values are given as numbers of base pairs, BP, typically in megabases, MBP, millions of BP, or gigabases, GBP, billions of BP. DNA is made of 4 nucleotides, A, C, G, and T. When converting mass to length, we use the rule of thumb. 1 picogram, PG, approximately equals 0.978 GBP. With this basic information about genomes, we dive into top 10 largest genomes in living organisms. Kicking off at number 10 is a living fossil with the largest animal genome ever sequenced, the South American lungfish. Its genome comes in around approximately 91 GBP, about 30 times the human genome, and is approximately 90% repeats. Sequencing all lungfish revealed how their genomes ballooned and what that means for the evolution of limbs. Next at number 9 is European mistletoe. It isn't just for the holidays, it's a genome colossus. Flow cytometry puts it at approximately 100.8 GBP, and astonishingly, a approximately 90 to 94 GBP reference assembly has already been produced, the biggest plant genome assembled to date when announced. Let us have a look at the 8th largest genome, which is the salamanders. Salamanders are genome heavyweights. The dwarf water dog clocks in at roughly approximately 119 pg, approximately equals 117 to 119 GBP, near the very top for tetrapods. Up next, we have rightly placed its cousin, the Neuse River water dog, whose genome C-value is approximately 117.5 GBP. Truly fitting into the class of a salamander lineage, where gigantic genomes are the norm. Next on this list is a plant, which is at number 6. That's lilies from the genus of Fritillaria, which is known to have legendary genome sizes. F. syriaca, a tetraploid genome, has been measured around approximately 124 to 127 GBP. These genomes are stuffed with diverse retrotransposons and other DNA repeats, which account for large size of the genome. We are not finished yet. Now enter in top 5. At number 5 is Trillium, a hybrid called Trillium cross Hagi, which is approximately 132.5 GBP per haploid set, pushing into animal beating territory. Measured by C-value, at number 4 is the marbled lungfish, which still holds the largest animal genome on record at approximately 129.9 GBP, backquote. However, it hasn't been assembled yet. Sequenced is not equal to measured. The sequenced record currently goes to the South American lungfish. Now we are closing on top 3 record holders. A close runner-up within the same fern lineage is Tmesipteris obliqua with approximately 147.6 GBP. The fork ferns, which belongs to the order of Psilotales. Fork ferns are genome size royalty. Do you know from 2010 until recently, the plant Japonica reigned supreme at approximately 149 to 152 GBP. Now it is placed at number 2. Japonica is an octoploid with massive chromosomes. It's still the largest angiosperm genome outside the new number 1. Are you still there? Can you guess which organism is at number 1? Meet the current world record holder, Tmesipteris Oblanceolata, a small fork fern from New Caledonia with a staggering 160.45 GBP per haploid genome. That's over 50 times human. Researchers verified it against standards, and even ran side by side with Japonica to confirm the win. That is mind-blowing genome size. But have you wondered why genomes are so big? When many bacteria and viruses can still do well with very little. The number 1 reason the genome buildup is repeats and transposable elements. Genome size often grows because transposable elements copy and insert themselves throughout the DNA. In lungfish, about 90% of the genome is repetitive, likely because TE silencing pathways, Pw-pyrinae, are less effective, allowing repeats to accumulate. Secondly, the whole genome duplication, polyploidy, happens. Common in plants, many plants, and some ferns, duplicate their entire genomes. When the extra chromosome sets are retained rather than trimmed, genomes expand, chromosome hoarding. Next reason is slow DNA loss. Many lineages vary in how efficiently they delete excess DNA. If deletion is slow while repeats keep adding DNA, genomes become very large. Only a few plant and animal groups repeatedly exceed 100 GBP. Rest of the living organisms are well below this numbers. Now you know the top 10 genomes. Do you think the larger genomes means more genes or complex organisms? Let's address this important concept. Have you heard of the C-value paradox? What is it? Yes, you guessed it right. The C-value paradox is related to the genome sizes of organism. Simply put, it means bigger genomes don't mean more genes or greater complexity or more functions. Genome size mainly reflects non-coding DNA and a lineage history of repeats gain, duplication, polyploidy status, and DNA loss as well. You might have heard claims that certain amoebae have greater than 600 GBP genomes. Modern reviews flag those older measurements as doubtful due to outdated techniques, whole cell, fixed samples. Today's record is the fork fern. Quick recap. Here are today's top 10 living organisms with the largest genomes ever measured. Which one surprised you most, and why? Tell me in the comments. Thanks for watching the video on Top 10 Largest Genomes. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Stay curious, and see you next time.